Lady Gaga is mourning the loss of her friend and collaborator Tony Bennett, who died on July 21st at the age of 96. Lady Gaga begins her July 31st Instagram message with, "I will miss my friend forever. I will miss singing with him, recording with him, talking with him, being on stage together." She continues, "With Tony, I got to live my life in a time warp. Tony and I had this magical power. We transported ourselves to another era, modernized the music together, and gave it all the new life as a singing duo. But it wasn't an act. Our relationship was very real. I've been grieving the loss of Tony for a long time," she writes, who was diagnosed with Alzheimer's disease in 2016, adding, "We had a very long and powerful goodbye. Losing Tony to Alzheimer's has been very painful, but it was also really beautiful. An era of memory loss is such a sacred time in a person's life. There's such a feeling of vulnerability and desire to preserve dignity. All I wanted was for Tony to remember how much I loved him and how grateful I was to have him in my life. But as that faded slowly, I knew deep down he was sharing with me the most vulnerable moment in his life that he could, being willing to sing with me when his nature was changing so deeply." Lady Gaga concludes with a message to her friend saying, "I love you, Tony. Love, Lady." The two started singing together after first meeting at a benefit concert in 2014. After collaborating on Tony's 2011 album, Duets 2, the pair released their first album, Cheek to Cheek, in 2014, which later won a Grammy for Best Traditional Pop Vocal Album. In 2021, the two released another album, Love for Sale. That same year, Lady Gaga spoke with Anderson Cooper on 60 Minutes about performing with Tony at Radio City Music Hall during the final shows of his career. In the interview, Lady Gaga recalls the emotional moment that Tony remembered her name after she stepped out on stage.
"Hey, Tony."
Whoa! Lady Gaga! I like that. Do it again.
Okay. That's the first time that Tony said my name in a long time.
Really? In all the weeks leading up to it, he hadn't said your name? Wow.
I had to keep it together because we had a sold-out show and I have a job to do. But I'll tell you, when I walked out on that stage and he said, "It's Lady Gaga," my friend saw me, and it was very special.
On July 21st, Tony's longtime publicist, Sylvia Weiner, confirms the singer's death to NBC News. A cause of death was not disclosed. Throughout his 7-decade career, Tony earned 20 Grammy Awards, a Lifetime Achievement Award, 2 Primetime Emmys, and sold over 50 million records worldwide.